Amazon accused of price gouging and a healthcare app exposing the private medical information of thousands. Joining us now to discuss the tech headlines is cybersecurity analyst and attorney Lisa Garver. Lisa, happy Friday. Thanks for joining us here as we all begin
Jan.
our Memorial Weekend. Let's start with D.C. Attorney General Karl Racine bringing that antitrust complaint against Amazon. So he is now accusing Amazon of price gouging consumers and decreasing competition from third-party sellers on the website. So what do you make of this case, Lisa?
Amazon is getting hit. We're seeing big tech getting hit in the US with antitrust issues and in the EU. The EU is filing them as well. And as this lawsuit states, 74% of US consumers, when they have something specific in mind to purchase, they go directly to Amazon. Amazon is obviously the dominant presence in the online marketplace market. And the concern here in this specific antitrust lawsuit out of DC, which is state law, not federal law, is that Amazon requests and requires that any third-party seller maintain its lowest price for its product on Amazon. They can't have a lower price elsewhere. The concern with that, in addition, is that Amazon can charge up to 40% of that product's fees in platform access fees. So there's a couple different concerns here with the antitrust issue. In general, it's could lead to higher prices for consumers, and then also that it's anti-competitive for these third-party sellers.
Yeah, so at what point is a company just too big? I mean, because here's Amazon expanding its platform even more, just bought MGM for $8.45 billion. We know it's expanding its reach. How will this not become an issue when it comes to competition?
If we look at Amazon on the whole in context, right, definitely that MGM deal that they just had go through is huge. But then look back a couple of years, the even bigger deal was when they purchased Whole Foods. So, and that was for, I think, a couple more $1 billion. So they're not only expanding their reach in the online marketplace, but it's in streaming content, it's in groceries, it's in product goods. So it's really looking at how they dominate, where their tentacles go. And that's part of the concern with not just Amazon, but with Google, with Facebook. We see Apple in the courts right now. So Congress is really saying something has to be done. The FTC is saying something has to be done. So are attorneys general. So I think really these cases are going to take years to go through. It's either going to look like the platforms have to change how they operate, or they will actually get broken up.
Yeah, you think about all the things that Amazon's gobbled up. I mean, the Washington Post, they just have their hands in everything at this point, right? Another interesting tech story I read recently was from the Pennsylvania Department of Health, fired a company that mishandled contact tracing for the state after a data breach exposed private medical information of at least 72,000 people. That's how many they think at this point. Of course, that's going to go up. Lisa, so many apps we know did that contact tracing during the pandemic. What type of information was released during this breach, and what other types of problems are associated with this particular app?
This is a scary story because as citizens, we really relied on many of these COVID contact tracing apps to help stop the pandemic, and we relied on state-driven apps to help with this process. In Pennsylvania, this app collected data like names, addresses, phone numbers, gender, age, and also your COVID-19 status. So we're going from just personal information to protected health information as well. The state of Pennsylvania, the Pennsylvania Health Department is now under fire. They have class actions going against them because of the problems with this third-party app. And the real issue here is because they were in crisis mode, did they vet the app properly? Did they go through the vulnerability testing that they needed to? And this is part of the problem with not just COVID contact tracing apps, but with voting apps we saw back in 2016, and then also with COVID-19 vaccine passport apps that we're seeing coming up in trial.
Is there any recourse if you're a victim of this?
There's state law that protects with regard to data breaches and privacy concerns, and the FTC can also issue punishments. Right now with this class action, we're going to see what kind of damages that they can be held accountable for. Right now, the 72,000 residents of Pennsylvania are being notified. This is happening right now. The data breach happened quite a few months ago. So this information could technically be out there, and I'm sure that other apps have suffered similar problems, unfortunately.
All right, Lisa, thanks for joining us here as you begin your all-important holiday weekend.
Thank you, you too.